Thank you for joining us today to learn about the pre-delivery inspection, or as more commonly referred to, the PDI. This is a very important step in the home buying process, and doing it well will start your relationship with your home buyers off on the right foot. Today we're going to talk about what a PDI is, how to prepare and conduct one, and we'll share some best practices with you. We'll also provide you with some helpful resources for your home buyers. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start with the basics. What is a PDI? Simply put, a PDI is an inspection that takes place in the home with the vendor or builder and home buyer or their designate present, which must be done before an owner takes possession of their new home. As vendor builder, you will guide the home buyer through a comprehensive inspection of the home. It's important to note that the completed PDI form is the official record of the home's condition before the home buyer takes possession. Be sure to complete the PDI form clearly and ensure that the home buyer signs and initials any and all changes. At the pre-delivery inspection, vendor builders must either complete Tarion's standard pre-delivery inspection form that is available from our website, or they may use their own PDI form, provided it contains at minimum all the information that is contained in Tarion's standard PDI form. Any item that is damaged, incomplete, missing, or not operating properly should also be noted on the PDI form to verify that these conditions existed prior to occupancy or possession. If something has not been installed or completed, or it's too dirty to inspect, this should be noted on the PDI as well. The PDI is also the perfect time to demonstrate the home systems such as the ventilation, plumbing, and heating systems. It's important to note that the PDI is the builder's form and is not considered a statutory warranty form. And if the home buyer wants to make a claim on the items listed on it, they will need to transfer these items onto their 30-day form or their year-end form. It's no longer a requirement for a vendor builder to submit the PDI to Tarion at this stage, but keep in mind that it may be requested in the future to assist with a warranty claim. The PDI is a critical touch point in the home buying process that can have a big impact on your after-sales service, as it can set the tone for the relationship between a home buyer and a vendor builder. It's the first time your home buyer is seeing their home for the first time in its finished or near to finished state, so managing this important touch point will help to reinforce relationships with your home buyers. This is a great opportunity to show your commitment to the quality of your product and to demonstrate the level of service that you'll provide to your home buyers. When scheduling the PDI appointment, take this time to tell home buyers what the purpose of the PDI is, how they can prepare for it, what they can expect at the PDI, who can attend, and how long it typically takes. If you're confirming this appointment by email, you can also provide links to the PDI brochure and the PDI checklist that are located on our website. As I mentioned earlier, a homebuyer can designate someone to conduct the PDI on their behalf. The designate is there to be a proxy for the homebuyer if they are unable to attend, or they may attend with the homebuyer to provide them with advice or both. New home buyers can put forward any person as their designate. The designate may be another member of the family or a friend, or it could also be an engineer or a home inspector. If a home buyer would like to appoint a designate, they should notify their vendor builder and complete the PDI designate form, which is available on tarion.com. Please remember to explain to your home buyer that their new home is located on a working job site and it's not the time to have children, if possible, family members, or friends attend the PDI. Preferably the home buyers on title and or their designate should be the only people attending with the builder. When preparing to conduct the PDI, it's a good idea to have someone conduct the PDI that's familiar with the house, the contract, and the home buyer. It's a good practice to conduct your own PDI prior to the home buyer arriving in the home, so you can advise your home buyer that you've already noted items that don't meet your standards and will point them out as you walk through and also double check if anything else was missed. Doing this instills a comfort level in your home buyer because it shows that you're looking after their best interests, and it will also give you more time to focus on the orientation and demonstration of the key components in the home. Before we move on to conducting the PDI and best practices, we'd like to take a moment to update you on COVID-19's impact on the PDI process. Now, PDIs have been an ongoing discussion with both industry and home buyers. Given the present circumstances, we do not consider it a requirement that the PDI must occur prior to a closing in the presence of both the builder and the home buyer. However, we urge all parties to approach the occupancy of the home and handling of the PDI in a reasonable way in light of the current health situation in the province. We would encourage you to work with your home buyers to see if both parties can agree to the conditions under which the PDI would be carried out. In-person PDIs can happen if participants adhere to provincial health and safety and physical distancing guidelines. We do recognize that there will likely continue to be circumstances where a home buyer and a builder can't agree on a way to hold the PDI. In these cases, we recommend that builders conduct a PDI without the home buyer and document the condition of the home via the PDI form and photos. Then, when the home buyers take possession, they can conduct a similar PDI as early as possible after taking possession. It might be helpful if you provide them with a copy of your PDI form and also suggest that they take photos. We're seeing every day how technology is helping us to conduct business in this time, so you may even consider using some type of video call on either or both inspections to help them through the process and to continue the relationship building with your home buyers. If you're able to conduct the PDI in person, use a pre-screening questionnaire. It's always a best practice. We suggest that both the vendor builder representative and the home buyer, and anyone else accompanying the home buyer, complete a pre-screening questionnaire. Each party should share the results of the completed questionnaires by phone or email with the other parties prior to the scheduled PDI. The builder should provide a written document to the home buyer setting out the builder's COVID-19 safety protocols for the PDI, and these protocols should include the following: ensuring the vendor builder representative confirms their health status before the PDI, limiting the number of individuals who attend the PDI while still respecting home buyers' rights to have a support person participate as needed, allowing for contactless approval of the PDI form and transfer of any documentation, physical distancing of 2 meters where possible, and the use of personal protective equipment while in the home. Ensuring as much as possible that demonstration of the home systems, fixtures, and plumbing or other features be handled by the builder's representative to reduce the amount of contact a home buyer has with the home surfaces. Stopping the furnace from circulating air in the house for 1 hour before the PDI and opening windows during the PDI if possible. The home buyer should also confirm their health status prior to the PDI. Maintain a physical distance of 2 meters where possible, minimize the number of people participating in the PDI, and wear PPE, non-medical grade or cloth mask if possible. We'll now move on to how to conduct the PDI, and we'll also share some best practices with you. When conducting the PDI, it's always best to begin the inspection at either the highest or lowest point of the home and work systematically from room to room until every area of the home has been inspected. Devote as much time to inspecting the exterior as the interior, assessing the exterior finishes and the driveway, walkways, decks, and patios, as well as landscaping. Test and demonstrate all of the home's features and systems. Note on the PDI form anything damaged, missing, incomplete, or not in good operating condition. Also note items that cannot be inspected because they're inaccessible or cannot be viewed for any reason at the time of the PDI. Condominium builders should remind unit buyers which part of their unit are covered under the Common Elements warranty for the condominium project and therefore are not part of the PDI for their unit. This can include, for example, the heating system and some of the exterior items in the unit like the windows. Sign the completed PDI form and ensure the home buyer or their designate also signs it. And home buyers who intend to have a designate attend should ensure they provide written authority allowing their designate to sign the PDI form on their behalf. Provide a copy of the completed PDI form and a copy of the Certificate of Completion and Possession and Warranty Certificate to the home buyer on the pre-delivery inspection date and retain a copy for your files. Now let's talk about some best practices when conducting the PDI. It's a good idea to talk about what your customer service standard is and to provide it in writing. Provide emergency numbers and consider doing this at the source, such as on the electrical panel, on the furnace, or the hot water tank. You should also let them know when they can expect identified items to be completed. And for damages, it's a good idea to make note of the surfaces that did not have defects, and also to specify the exact location where there are damages so there is no future dispute with subsequent damages caused by others. Communication is key to home buyer satisfaction. Inform them what to do, how to do it, and who to contact at every stage in the process. Customer satisfaction surveys indicate that home readiness is a key factor in home buyer satisfaction. And this sounds like an obvious one, but make sure you give yourself enough time to build the house before completing the PDI. It's easier to deal with unfinished items before the PDI, and by doing so, you'll inconvenience your home buyers as little as possible. There are many PDI resources on our website that you can direct your home buyers to. We've recently updated our PDI checklist, which provides a comprehensive list of what should be checked during a PDI that you can direct your home buyers to before the PDI takes place. There's also a handy pamphlet that you can print off and give your home buyers, which outlines everything they need to know before a PDI takes place. Remember, the PDI is a very important step in the home buying process, and doing it well will start your relationship with your homeowner off on the right foot. Tarion is here to provide you with support if you have any questions about the PDI process.